Day 19. I don't know how the days are going by, but I'm so excited to see you people every day and bring out one new story because it's giving me such a wonderful opportunity to recollect, revise, and reread many of these stories to get exactly the amount of details right and to extract what I want to tell you from those stories. Right? So, day 19 is upon us, and let me go to today's topic. Today's topic is weakness or strengths. Weakness or strengths. Story. The story goes like this. There was once a young girl, probably around 10, 12 years old, and unfortunately she was involved in a road traffic accident. So sorry, right? And she lost her left arm. She had to lose her left arm, so they had to cut her whole forearm, and she was handicapped. Okay, she was disabled. She went through school, but her one innate desire all along her life had been to learn judo, and she wanted to learn it from a particular master who's called a sensei. Okay, so after giving it some much thought and preparing herself to hear no, she went to her master, the judo master, and she told him, "Sir, can you please teach me judo? It's my lifelong ambition to learn it." He gave it some thought and he said, "Yes, you can learn, my child." And he started teaching her. He didn't give her any discounts, any concessions in the way of his teaching, and it was as hard for her as it was for all his other students, and there were quite some along with her. She never questioned the master. She had implicit faith in him, and she went about learning even the most difficult of tasks with equal importance and interest. She would put in her whole day into learning just what her master would ask her to do. Sometimes it wouldn't make sense to her, but nevertheless, she went about unquestioningly. Okay? When she had finished learning the basics of judo, she was now all excited that her master is going to teach her the more complicated moves so that she can participate in competitions and win trophies. That's what she thought she would do. But the master told her, "Yes, my child, you're done with the basics. I'll teach you one move." She thought one move maybe today. And he taught her one move. It took some time for her to get it right, really right, perfect it. Okay? But a few months went by, a year went by, a couple of years went by, and she was just practicing that one move. And the master did not teach her anything more. She was a very loyal student, and she never brought it up with her master, but it kept lingering at the back of her mind. Why did the master choose to teach her only one move? Judo is a martial art where you have many moves, and a combination of all that is what makes you a good practitioner, good at judo. Nevertheless, she never questioned him. There was a call out in a judo competition, and her master registered her name. She was not sure because she didn't have her left arm, remember? And she knew only one move. So she didn't fancy much chances, but nevertheless, her master was her guru, and whatever he thought was best for her was best for her, she thought. So she entered the competition. Okay? There were 4 rounds in the competition. Okay? The first round was pretty easy. There was a much younger person, so despite her handicap, she made it through. The second round was a bit tougher. Nobody expected that she will go beyond the second round. Alright? But she made it through the third round. When she was in the third round, she did not know what to do because her opponent was strong, she was burly, and she was very good at what she was doing. She had watched her opponent in some other fights. So she did not fancy her own chances. But when the time came, involuntarily, by reflex action, she used that one move that her master had taught her, and she won to her own surprise. and she was in round 4. If she cleared round 4, she would be in the finale. Everybody now was interested in this one-armed girl. One-armed girl. Alright? Lo behold, she won the 4th round as well. Her confidence was super high and she won the 4th round as well, and she was now in the finale. She thought, I've achieved so much now. Even if I lose in the finale, it's okay. Her master knew exactly what was going on in her mind, and she got a pep talk from him saying that, look, my child, you never thought you'd make it this far in your life. You made it. Now think about what you will be doing if you win. You will inspire so many people. It will do you a lifetime of good to your confidence and ego if you go ahead and win the finale. That's exactly what you should do, and I'm confident you can do it. Now she was all pumped up. She's like, bring that lady on. Let me see. Okay? Now the opponent also was studying this girl. Okay, she knew that she had that one move which was carrying her through, and she never gave her an opportunity to show off that one move. But this girl had nothing to lose. Nobody expected her to get till there. Now that she was there, she wanted to make the best use of the opportunity, and she was drawing her opponent's strength out. She was wearing her down. The opponent got impatient. She was experienced, she was a previous winner. She got impatient and let her guard down for that one split moment when our girl used her one move, which was the ace up her sleeve, and she won the competition. Days and days people spoke about her in the newspapers, at corner stalls, in tea stations, everywhere. She was the hero of the land. She came back to training with her master. Her master was incredibly happy for her, but he never ever spoke about what happened in the competition. He praised her, he lauded her, he showed her off as an example to other trainees of his, but he never mentioned that competition. She was a little disappointed. After a few days went by, she summed up all her courage and went with her head bowed down and asked her master, Master, I want to know why you never talk about the competition. Did I do something wrong? Did I win by fluke? He said, no, my child, no, not at all. You did your best and you won, and then why don't you speak to me about it? She was like a small child talking to her parents. Her master very pitifully looked at her and said, no, my child, what you're asking is absolutely fine. Then why have you taught me only one move? Maybe I could have done even better if you had taught me more. Sensei looked her deep into the eyes and he told her, my child, that one move that I taught you is the most difficult move in judo. You spent years perfecting it, never questioning me as to why I taught you only that one. Now probably you are the only person on this planet who can do that move like how you do. And the only counter attack to that move is by holding the opponent's left arm, which you don't have. That's the reason nobody can ace you in that one move. So now you know how I turned your weakness into your strength. There were tears of joy in her eyes. And she said, yes, Master, I'm so sorry to have doubted your confidence in me. He said, no, child, I absolutely know what is going through your mind. I'll teach you more. But this one move is for you only. Use it judiciously. What you seldom think as your weakness can be turned into your strength. That was a lesson that he gave her, which she held close to her heart for a lifetime to come. The story ends here. Right? All of us might not lose an arm, but we have more to lose in our lives. We lose time, we lose our profession, we lose money, we lose our kith and kin, our relatives, our affection. So many things we lose, and we keep on losing all our life, and we think and we act in a way that was the end of the world for us. like we are the weakest in that moment, and we carry on in that mood and in that time for weeks and months sometimes, which impacts everybody else around us, but most importantly us. So what ace do you have up your sleeve where you can turn that weakness on its head and make it your strength? Your strengths need not be only strengths. Your strengths can also come from that one attribute or quality, or what one incident or circumstance which showed you your weakness as well. Many times, your best comes out in the most pressure situations where you are under a lot of duress and stress. That is where you perform your best. Where do you think that came from? When you thought you have hit rock bottom is when you will start to rise all over again, and the zenith is your playground. Right? This has happened to many of us. I'm sure you acknowledge that your weaknesses have also turned out to be your strengths sometimes. But have you used it judiciously? Have you used it smartly to leverage? Leverage anywhere. Profession, personal life, your own improvement for the matter of fact. Have you used it the right way? Sometimes you might not know which weaknesses of yours can be used and turned around into strengths. Seek out the advice, suggestions of your loved ones. People who have your good at their heart, and you will walk away with a treasure trove of such strengths that you probably did not know until now. Take your time out and do it. Who knows? They might give you that all important jack of spades, or queen, or king, or ace that you have been looking for all along in your life. That precious gift that you need so much at this point of time. Alright? Take care, all the best. Tomorrow, another story, another